Hey guys, welcome back to Semper Fi Mechanic. My name's Thomas. Today we're working on a 2007 Hyundai Sonata. We're going to be doing a water pump replacement, also the upper radiator hose. Right now we're here at AutoZone picking up the parts. All right, we're going in here. This is normal AutoZone I go to. It's here on South High Street in Columbus, Ohio. So if you want to learn how to change a water pump on that Hyundai Sonata, stay tuned because we're starting right now. All right, we just got back here on scene. Here's the vehicle. Didn't show you guys at first. Let's go ahead and get this started here. We have to replace the old hose because there's a cut. Let's go ahead and get started. Good, pump the hood, boys. Oh man, it is 28 degrees and starting to flurry. I love Ohio. Tomorrow it'll be 72. This is how it works here. So let's go ahead and pump this hood, boys. Oh, there we go. We got the V6. There was smoke coming from right here, so couldn't figure it out. And I'll show you guys the cut here in a second. That's what was smoking. So the water pump right there. That's it. We'll take off this, right? And then we'll go ahead and take this off. We'll take the motor mount and that stuff off, raise it up, take the belt off, go that way. We just got to raise the engine up a little bit. So first thing we're going to do is take this off. It's missing a few of them. It's supposed to be 6 different bolts, but there's only 2. It's a 10 millimeter. So go ahead. Let's get them knocked out. All right, let's go. Take this off here. 10 millimeter. Them up here, we don't want to lose this stuff. All right, here we go. We're gonna take the top off here. Now I can show you where that cut was in the radiator hose. Said they had the thermostat replaced, so I'm not sure if I missed that or if this just happened. So I've been doing a lot of YouTube shorts and trying to get back to do some long form videos. A lot of guys have been asking about it. The editing just takes so long. That's what messes it up. All right, what we got going on here? Let's move this out of the way. We got 10 millimeter here. Let's see, 10 millimeter right here. Take that out. See if we gotta take it all off here. Here's this. There we go. I don't want to unplug it if I don't have to. It's full of water, not coolant. Yeah, it looks like water. I get that drained because if you have water in your radiator and it freezes, gets below 32, it can bust that radiator. So do not put water in your vehicle, especially if it's cold. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna spray some PV blaster on this right here. And we're gonna go ahead and take these 3 off right here. Let's try to do that first, these 3. Bought me a new mic, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little better. Hopefully it's more clear. Right there. And also right there, because we're going to be taking that off. We're going to be taking this one off right here, up top, and right here, all that. So we can get some room in there. And we'll go ahead and lift our engine up a little bit. I think we got a 17 millimeter is what this is. Yeah. Bro, my shit's weak right now. What's going on here? All right, it's a smaller one. A knockoff brand here. It's my fake Makita. What is going on? All right, here we go. Very simple. Thank you. See if we can get down here. We'll go on top of it. Yep. All right, they're all loosened. Before I take it off, though, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the jack. Slide the jack underneath there. We're gonna be jacking it up. You don't want to put it on the oil pan or anything. Find one of the hard spots. Also, put a piece of board if you have one over this. Then you can lift the engine. I'll show you what I mean. We'll jack it up right here, and then we'll take this black covering off because we're actually gonna drain the water out. So let's go ahead and grab our jack, get that set up. Gotta be safe. These little chalk blocks here, like $6. I'm just gonna throw them behind it just to be safe. Set that bad boy back here. There we go. Fucking leaves is blocking it. So many goddamn leaves, that car ain't rolling nowhere. All right, e-brake. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, that didn't have much resistance to it. I fucking left my code reader in here. That'd have fucking sucked, wouldn't it? And no, this is not my vehicle. This is the rental vehicle. Let's go ahead and jack this bad boy up so we can see in there. We need to drain the radiator. Oh yeah, we gotta lift the engine up. When we lift it up, it's gonna be underneath the engine. So the engine's lifting. Like right now when you're doing it like this on the frame, the whole vehicle's moving. Let's see what we got here. That pan is rusty, but I'm gonna put it right here. That's where I'm gonna lift it from, right here. To drain the radiator, the little petcock valve is on this side, on the passenger side. And you come to this shield, right? But if you look right up in here, let's see if you can see up in there. Right there. So we're just gonna reach up in there, take it out or loosen it up, drain the fluid. Now we don't have to take all this shit off. All I did was just remove this bolt right here, and that'll give you enough room to squeeze up in there. If not, take off the other bolt. Or you can take them all off and then it'll be a lot easier. All right, so it's kind of hard to get out, but it's just righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So it's not coming out very fast. You take the radiator cap off. It usually makes it come out a lot faster. Where's that? And pop the coolant lid, there you go. Well, nope. I swear it usually does. I swear it. All right, once it quits, what we're gonna do is the same thing. We're just gonna go back under here. We're gonna reach right back up like we did, right up in there. And you're just gonna put it in and turn it. That's it. You can do that. All right, well, got the radiator plug back in. So, I'm gonna jack this up a little higher. We're gonna take this jack stand out. Let's move this bad boy. All right, so now we're gonna drop it back down off the frame. And now we're gonna push it farther in under the engine. So that's where we're going. I didn't have my piece of wood, so it's hard to see this camera, but I'm just right under it. Pretty much just don't hit the oil pan. That's all I give a shit about. You don't want to dent that up. And now as you jack it up, you'll see the car will stay still. So we're just gonna jack it up, a couple little pumps. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish taking off this motor mount here. What's up, bro? Yeah, man. Hang on. New customer pulled up. And I was out of cards, looking like a fucking rookie. My Lord, what is going on here? Jack it up too high? Let's lower it down a little bit. All right, and I'll try it. Spray some PB blast on them. All right, let's go with you first. All right, there we go. That's what we're working for. That's what we like. Now let's try it here. Man. Bro, what is going on? I guess I'll just have to take it off the old-fashioned way. Hope yours isn't this difficult. I just don't want it to break. I'm gonna heat it up. Take your time with this. If this is happening to you, you do not want this thing to break. When in doubt, my friends, I heat it up. Just make sure you don't catch the car on fire where you sprayed all that PV blaster or anything plastic. Stay away from that. So, or this. So just be careful when you do it. I think the heat finally worked. Yep. So it was the heat that we needed. Hot, 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 hot. I don't know, something going on with the bottom of the threads there. I don't know. Oh, it's freezing, bro. Shit, where's my fucking hat? All right, so now this should be able to come off. All right, there we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I want to go ahead and loosen these water pump bolts up. They're 10 millimeter. If you take off the serpentine belt first and you go to do it, then the pulley's gonna move on you. So we want to go ahead and loosen them up. It looks like belt tensioner. Where's it at? Looks like it's way down there. Let's see. I can see it at the bottom. Whatever, bro. Go ahead and bring this engine back down a little bit slowly. See, caught myself. I mean, you probably could do it without moving that other mount, but we don't want to. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this bolt right here, and then you got another one right there, and then you got one more right there. Let's go spray some PB blaster on these bitches. And then we got two more right there. I don't know if them ones have to come off. We'll see. No, I think that's just holding that in. All right, here we go. We got a long ass extension and we got a 14 millimeter. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, nice and easy. Good, good, good. All right, let's put that right there. And then we got these two right here that are farther down in there that I showed you. All right, came out. Let's try this other one here. Okay. Sounds like it did. Okay, let's see. Oh no, don't drop them. Fuck. You need them bitches. I need to get this one at least. The other one fell, we'll find it. All right, so we got all of them out. That was easy. Now we just got to figure out how to get this thing out of here. What I had to do was actually jack the vehicle up again. Now we can slide out of here. Okay, almost there. There we go. Jesus Lord, put that shit on the ground. Now we can actually go ahead and pop these loose real quick. Don't take them off because the belt's the one. We just want to crack them loose. That's it, just like that. All right, so there's that. All right, now we need to remove the belt. Let me show you where the belt tensioner is. That one on the right, that's what you want to go after. All right, of course, there's freaking another problem. There's always problems. You go to get down there on the belt tensioner, right? And guess what? This fucking hose is in the way, right? So take the screwdriver, get behind it, right? And you're just gonna pull that out. right? That way it's not into the wall. Then you come over here, there's a 10mm bolt, right? Looks like a screw. I just took that out. Now you can slide this up, right? And now you can move the hose out of your way. See? Now you can move it wherever. See, it's right there. I will warn you though, this belt tensioner down here has a lot of force. It goes counterclockwise. When you get it on there, you're gonna go up, right? Counterclockwise. I had this one there, I was doing it and I could not budge it. So I was like, holy shit. So we're gonna try this again here. So let's see what I got going on here. Took my jack handle out here. It is down there. I got it on a small ratchet. And now I'm gonna pull this up and try to loosen one of these belts to get it off. That's how tight this bitch is. Let's just see what happens here, guys. Okay, I see it moving. Can we move it off the water pump? Bam, there it goes, just like that. Just down here and get this. All right, it worked. This is what I used. It's a 19mm, and you're gonna need a breaker board to put over it or whatever. Let's see, all we're gonna do is move it down off it a little bit. Just like that, under there. All right, so let's go ahead and take the rest of these bolts off real quick. These 10mm and get this pulley off. See how it moves now? So we had to loosen them bolts up first. Oh, they're so little. You don't want to lose these fuckers. Here we go. Alright, so there's that. Now the pump should come off. There we go. The pump, or the actual pulley. You reuse the pulley. Unless there's damage on it, but you reuse it. So that's gonna go back on. I think you can tell where it's leaked a little bit in there. See where it's leaked a little bit. So them look like 10mm bolts. Look like there's only 4 of them. Yeah, 3 up top and 1 at the bottom there. So let's go ahead, knock them out too. Now we're making progress. Oh no, there's more than 4. There's a whole bunch. It goes all the way down. Oh, that's stupid. Look, they go all the way down through here. Let me grab the other pump real quick. Here's the new one. So you can see there's plenty of bolts here. Now, some of the bolts are going to be different size, so you want to kind of keep track of which bolt goes where. All right, so it looks like it's 10 and 12mm. Yeah, that's rare. I haven't seen that. So let's try to take this top one out again. Put 12 on. All right, so what we're gonna do is go all the way around here. We're gonna take all these out. I said some of them are 10 and some are 12. I mean, L11 probably could fit that too. Like this, take it all the way out. That is tiny, right? There's the top one. So the first one to the left. So we go to the top one, first one to the left, and you put it in there. That's how we're gonna keep track, right? So just go ahead and do that. We can't show all of these. So. All right, here we are. Got them all filled up. All except one right here, and that is our last one. Just take your time, they're not that hard to get out. I even took one extra out. If I was looking here, there was one that was like this but down there, and it was real hard. It took me like 20 minutes. I didn't even need it, so that sucked. There's my 12. Get on there. Yeah, there we go. We're actually running out of daylight here, so I'm not gonna be able to show you guys how to put it back on. But you just do it in reverse order, so once I get it off, that's when we'll shut this down for you. Oh my fucking Lord, what's going on, bro? There we go. Trying to work on this camera. That can stay in because it's out. We need a hammer now. That's all of them. There is no more because it's still being held in by the gasket and rust and shit, so you need to give it a little love tap. See? Hey, see anything up here? There we go, there we go. All right, and then let's see, bring that straight up. Now we can grab that bolt out, put it up there. There we be, my friends. Obviously, they match up perfect. Just gonna come down here, and there's a gasket in here, it looks like. Go all the way around, turn it all out. Just take your time doing it. Let's see here. Just finish taking this out here. There we go. Get all that. There we go. So you got that old one out. Jesus. You're going to put this one in there. Gotta clean this up a little bit. So just clean it up a little bit. All right, put that in there. What you do is you take this one. You get your old one. You transfer these ones into this one. So now when you're putting them on, you're not going to get messed up. You see what I mean? That is how you do it, my friends. Because there's 10mm, there's 12mm. There's like 4 different sizes from 1/4 inch up to 1/2 inch. See this right here has that little cup in it, little hook. That's that one right there. Because it just slides on. You see what I mean? Right there. And this one too. We have our gasket we're going to put on, right? Just like that. See these little things right here, little hooks? They help you keep it on. So you put that on there. That'll help that one stay in place. Now this one right here is made for you to throw that on there, take your water pump and put it on. When you tighten it up, just go from one side to the other side, kind of like putting a tire on. We're going to tighten this one up and then down here and then down here and then here, back and forth, just so it gets on there straight. All right? And then you throw your coolant in there. That's how you do it. It's easy. If you've taken this off, you can put it back on. But thank you for being with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, we're trying to get some money to get that work van. If you can help anyway with that, I'll have my Cash App up here. If you don't, you know I still love you. Doesn't matter. But like we always say, Semper Fi. Till next time.